So summer is just about here. Spring is definitely in the air. Everyone is thinking about traveling, and I am so excited. I have Luma from Google here. You are a travel expert, and I got to tell you something so funny. So I get a lot of different kinds of emails, and recently I got something from Branson, and I looked at my husband and I said, "Oh my gosh, we should go and just check it out." And he kind of laughed at me and he's like, "What's the draw for Branson? Why do you want to go there?" And I couldn't really answer him, but I want to go. I don't know why. There's so many places in this world to go in our country alone. What are some of the trends that we're seeing this year, and how can I sell him on Branson?
I love that story, and I'm here to help you sell him. So here's what I would do if I were you. So first off, we have our AI chatbot Gemini, right? So if you go to gemini.google.com, you could just ask it, "Hey, give me 5 reasons I should go to Branson." And you can even say, "My husband's skeptical due to these reasons. Help me write a note to my husband," and it'll write a text for you, which is really exciting. And then I actually recommend you go, or would you fly to Branson? Where are you
I
based
think
out
so.
of?
Yeah, I'm in Albuquerque.
Yeah, totally. So I would
Yeah.
then go to Google Flights, and you can actually set up an alert, and it will tell you which day is the cheapest flight. So if he's concerned about, keeping it as cheap as possible, we can help with that too.
Oh, I love that because I don't know, it's always been it's like right up there with Dollywood to me. It's just one of those places I think you need to check off your list that you've gone
Totally,
to.
totally. Well, I'm on your side. I hope you get out
Okay.
there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So what are the best days to get deals? Because right now I have a trip and it's a work trip. I have to go to San Diego, which I've never been to before, so I'm excited about that. But when is the best time to get a deal? Let's start with flights. Well, you have to get those ahead of time. Is that right?
Yes. So I love San Diego. I'm based in California, so California native myself. And yeah, so my recommendation would be to turn on that Google Flights filter. So if you just go into Google Flights and you type in San Diego, you'll see an option pop up, which is, I'm flexible on when to book, notify me when it's the cheapest. Statistically, it's usually the cheapest on a Tuesday. But that being said, that isn't always the case, which is why our AI can help you find that out for sure.
God, AI is amazing. I was just reading somewhere, I think there's a dating site that an AI avatar will actually go out on dates for you. Is there anything that AI can't do? I love it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the dating piece. We haven't, extended to there, but it's true. AI capabilities are seriously insane. Most last week we actually announced a really amazing AI Gemini update where Gemini can now integrate with Gmail or Google Drive or your other documents. So let's say you already have your flights to San Diego and you already have your hotel. You can tell Gemini, "Hey, can you pull that information from my Gmail and plan an itinerary for me?" And then you can take your hands off the keyboard at that point and it'll do it all for you instead of you going to find your flight number, going to, Google search, looking it up yourself.
That's amazing because so many times I'm going into my Gmail and I'm trying to find, okay, where is this flight? I know I booked it. Where is it? I can't
Yes.
find it now. And oh my God, that is amazing. So, what are the best times for hotels? Can you wait till the last minute for hotels, or is it better to book ahead of time?
Yeah, so in terms of hotels, we can actually match or compare different hotel prices for you right on that Google Flights page as well. And usually we do recommend starting that around the same time that you book your flight, but right after you book your flight, obviously, just so that you know that that's guaranteed. And again, statistically, it is Tuesdays, but we recommend actually just putting on our price alert because that can change based off of the location, the interest, etc. One thing that's kind of interesting about your region is you searched for Tokyo in terms of traveling to Tokyo, which was a new break nationally, top 5 destinations. Tokyo was number 3, largely driven by a few states, including yours.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
kind of an interesting anecdote that y'all really want to go to Japan.
Weird. Yeah, I just had a coworker who moved there, as a
Yeah,
matter of
exactly.
fact.
Yeah. So changes in interest can change prices. Taylor Swift is also touring, as I'm sure you know, so that's going to
Mhm.
change a lot of things. The Olympics in Paris, etc. So that's why we recommend using alerts. But technically, statistically, it is Tuesday.
So what are the top spots that people are looking at right now for summer vacations?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So in terms of abroad, we're seeing, London, Paris, and Tokyo, as I mentioned. But in terms of in the States, we're actually seeing a very high interest in national parks. So all of national parks in terms of, where you're closest, I'm pretty close to Yosemite. So that's kind of one that's been, I think that's number two searched. But that's an interesting one because it seems like a lot of families want to camp, get outdoors, which I highly encourage, obviously.
I love that. They keep giving us updates. I don't know if you heard about the grandma who wanted to stay at every national park with her grandson, and they did it. And now she's doing, I want to say she's doing continents.
Oh my.
And yeah, I know. So I never thought about national parks until I read that story. And now I'm thinking, yeah, why not? I mean, it just seems sometimes there's so much to see, and you
Yeah.
only have, so many years in your life. It's
Yeah.
time to like go out there and explore. I always go to Las Vegas, and I have a coworker, my partner in the morning. He always makes fun of me. He's like, go somewhere else already. And so, yeah.
Okay, so what I would actually recommend for you is the Explore page on Google Flights. So you can kind of let it know what type of trip you want to take, whether it's beachy, city, whatever it is, and it'll give you options within your price range. So that's a really fun one. And then the last piece I'll give to you is coming soon in the next few months. We're actually partnering with a few local folks in our Google Map community to give local suggestions in Google Maps. So if you're traveling somewhere and you're kind of overwhelmed by all the choices as we tend to be, you'll actually have like a little suggestion. Hey, a local actually sponsored this restaurant or this boutique. So that'll be fun to narrow down.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I would love to be involved in that somehow too, because there are so many great local spots. We have Balloon Fiesta. That's our big event
Oh,
in
yeah.
October. And I think it would be so much fun to send people to our local hot spots to get the authentic food, not the chains,
That sounds amazing. That sounds like
right?
a really good time. Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it.
Awesome.
Okay, so how can I also talk to my husband into not picking on me for bringing too much with me? He always says I pack too much, but you have to be ready for any occasion, am I right?
You're so right. I've personally been shopping for my trips as well. Something kind of fun that we've just integrated into Google search/shopping. If you scroll down, it's quite at the bottom, but we call it personalized style recommendations. So you can basically, let's say you search men's polo as an example, and you scroll down, it'll show you a photo of a men's polo, and you can swipe right or left based off of if you like it. And then by the time you do 10 to 15 swipes, the AI has kind of learned your preferences, and it'll give you recommendations on what to shop for within your price range. And then you can tell your husband, this is backed by AI, so I have to bring it because it's science at this point.
This is the best world ever, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I know. I know. Things are getting really exciting for sure.
I know. I feel like we haven't even explored everything. Like I didn't know about all of this AI Gemini until I talked to you. So
Oh, that's great.
I know
Yeah.
there's so much information, and it's right at the tips of our fingers, literally. And we
Yeah.
just have to take advantage of it, and we could go on great adventures. So do you have an adventure planned this summer?
Yes, I'm going to Croatia for the first time. I'm
Oh
very
my
excited.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my God, I love it.
Yeah, it's going to be a really, really fun time. I actually saved a lot of money using Google Flights. So they found me an upgrade that's usually, around $400. They found it for me for 50. So I get a little bit more leg room, which I'm really excited about because I'm in California. So it's going to be like a 12-hour flight.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. If people want more information on you and, of course, everything that's happening at Google, where should they go?
Yes, I would go to travel.google.com. You can find all of the information right there.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. It was nice to meet you.
You as well.
Bye.
Bye.